How to lock in. What does that even mean? And how have I done it over the past 90 days? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jason Lovejoy, and today I want to talk about this concept of locking in and what that's really meant and how it's been an energy and a theme that I've used over the past 3 months to really make huge progress on a lot of my goals and the most important things in my life during this time. So, what does it even mean to lock in? And why is that important? To me, locking in means focusing your energy, actions, and environment around what's most important to you at this time in your life. And to do that, we often have to gain clarity around our direction. What is actually most important to us in our life? What areas do we really need to put our energy, action, awareness, clean up our environment around in our life to actually make some meaningful positive change? Now, there can be many ways to gain this greater clarity and figure out what areas of your life you may want to focus on more. And you may already know what that is, but one activity that I really love is called the Wheel of Life, and I'll throw an image of it up right here and perhaps a link below. But it's essentially just a wheel that you can print or fill out digitally that you fill in, and it has different categories of your life all around it, like health, family, finances, friendships, relationship, things like that. And by the end of it, you have this shaded in wheel in all the different areas, and you can see very visually and clearly what areas of your life you may be most beneficial to focus on. You know, if one area is a 2 and another area is an 8, well, then you're probably going to get the best ROI by putting some energy into the 2 and bringing that up a little bit more. And if not, you may just know where you want to focus on. Now for me, over the past 90 days, I decided to really lock in and focus on improving my health, which included nervous system regulation, sleep, movement, nutrition, detoxification, and more. My work and finances, really focusing on what's going on there, getting into my work, starting to look for new opportunities in generating additional income and being of service in different ways, and also really focusing on this desire I had to start creating content, start this YouTube channel, prepare myself and my space for that. And over the past 90 days, I can really look back and see how each one of these areas of my life has greatly increased. And now for me, looking back over the past 90 days that I've been very dedicated to locking in on these areas of my life, I'm so grateful I've done this because there's been huge growth in each one of these areas. I'm feeling much better, not that I was in poor health, but really taking time to focus on my nervous system, learn about it. I know it's a hot topic right now, and it really should be. I had a stressful end of the last year, and to really take time to focus on this, look at it, be dedicated, slow down, do practices, be consistent, has been nothing short of profound. That alone has improved every other area of my life, and just feeling more regulated, calm, certain has huge impacts. Also, just taking this time to be very consistent and dedicated in my work through my full-time job in technology and my side passion projects. During this time, I built a website. I actually started this YouTube channel. I'm starting to create content in different areas. I have learned so much about all this, and I'm opening myself up to new opportunities in all of these areas of my life. So that's all felt so grounding and rewarding, and I can really attribute all of that happening to really taking this time to focus and lock in on these areas. Now, I think what could turn some people off about locking in is a bit of a misunderstanding around it having to be hyper-focus, grinding, pushing through everything, isolating themselves, and making sacrifices that they don't want to. And it's really much more, in my opinion, about slowing down, prioritizing, and focusing on what really matters to you. And now, it's true that at times, this may look and feel like making sacrifices. It may feel boring because you're being consistent, but it's really more about knowing what you say yes to and what you say no to, and having a really strong why. It's a beautiful saying that with a strong enough why, we can bear any how. And that's really what this is about. Getting clear on your what and your why, and then the how just kind of comes naturally when you stay dedicated and consistent. And the hard truth is, locking in isn't easy, especially to stay consistent with it for an extended period of time. And we don't always have to lock in. It's for a certain time in our life where we actually really want to make massive progress in a certain area or areas. It's boring at times. You'll feel resistance. You'll question why you're doing it. But if you stay consistent, if you stay disciplined, if you keep up and keep taking actions, there's no way that you won't make real progress in these areas of your life. Another very beautiful and powerful quote that I love around this is related to discipline. And it says that discipline is the greatest act of self-love that we can give ourselves, for it is foregoing short-term pleasure for long-term goals. And that is so true about locking in. So, how do you start? Start simple. Gain clarity on 1 or 2 areas of your life that you really want to focus on improving. In that, identify 1 or 2 priorities and actions for each area that you can do consistently to make progress. Look at if there's any distractions or things you need to remove to help you in that. And then just do it. Take consistent action and steps towards that. Complete your non-negotiable tasks. Continue to remove distractions as necessary and focus. And there is no way that at the end of 30, 60, 90 days, you will not make huge progress in those areas. And if you miss a day or two, if you don't make it sometimes, give yourself some grace. We're human. It's okay. It's good to have fun too. And often we take a couple steps forward and then a step back, and it's still progress. So if you can relate to this video, if you've taken a period of time to lock in and focus on an area of your life, or if you're planning on it, I'd love to hear all about it in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.